community service is really important just based on the fact that with all our community and our surroundings give to us, we barely ever give back to our community.
I think community service is important because it brings the community together to address issues that are going on.
You're in a position where you can give back and brighten everyone's day. And I think it's so important to recognize that
it's just a way to give back to your community and make it a better place for you and everyone that you care about.
and give back, because you never know when you're going to need people to give back to you.
Community service is fundamental to the world around us. Even giving the smallest portion of your time to someone in need can mean the world of difference for families that truly need it. We recognize that volunteers across the country give hundreds of thousands of hours to a myriad of causes all over the world, and that's where our group decided to step in.
Before we began the brainstorming process, we decided to set norms for our group that would guide our behaviors throughout the course of the project. We decided that our communication would be done through a group text, and that the final decision on the project would be made by consensus of the group.
We started with a brainstorming session where we used the normative technique. We each came up with an idea which we wrote down and then collectively decided on the best one. This is how we avoided groupthink, which is the lack of criticism of an argument for the sake of agreement.
We decided that the best way to give back to the community was to do something for the people who volunteer their time for the city of Boulder. On weekend nights, there's a group of people who hand out cookies from students hopping from party to party on the hill. They try to keep students from drinking on empty stomachs, which could potentially lead to dangerous situations and very quick intoxication.
To give back to these thoughtful men and women, we decided to make them cookies as a repayment of their helpful nights taking care of CU student body. This decision was motivated by our instrumental values of being loving and helpful. This also gets us closer to our terminal values of striving to create a world peace and a sense of accomplishment.
The personality makeup of our group was well suited for this task. Our extroverted members, Kevin, Caitlin, and Jeff, would help us easily approach the volunteers. As introverts, me and Ramsey would take care of behind-the-scene logistics.
We wanted to make the cookies ourselves so we could add a personal touch to our volunteer project. We thought that adding a personal touch to the cookies would make it mean more to the volunteers. We came to this conclusion because our group has high emotional intelligence. That's the ability to express ourselves and examine the emotions of others.
With our cookies fresh out of the oven, we decided to head to the hill. The volunteers who hand out food to us every weekend definitely only care about our best interests, and we thought, why not give back to them and thank them for all the service that they've done for us.
Unfortunately, every time we were out looking for the cookie people, they were not out giving out cookies. In order to stay true to our mission of giving back to all the people who invested time and energy into their communities, we decided to adjust our strategy and open it up to all student volunteers.
I am on the board for Holla for Hunger, and we donate our proceeds. So we make challah every Thursday. We donate the proceeds to hungry people in Israel and in this country.
We did peanut butter and lovin', where we made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and passed them out to the homeless down by Boulder Creek.
And we were asked to help tutor kids. It was underclassmen that needed help with schooling, and then not only did we help them with their classes, but we also helped them with scheduling for the next year. They weren't sure what classes to take, so we gave them advice what teachers to take.
My grandma works with a food bank, and so over the holidays when I'm home, I go and help my grandma.
I volunteered in the ER in high school. I just did stuff like I'd transport patients and bring them things like water, like blankets or whatever.
Community service is a very rewarding process. There are so many people who do so much and are so kind-hearted that it's impossible to thank them all. This small gesture of our time made a tremendous difference on the people that we see every single weekend but never thank. Think about all of the people who work to make a difference in your life.
Think about the people that impacted you.
Think about your idols and mentors.
Think about how you can give back.
What kind of difference can you make?